Hello and welcome to SudoKanard. Here is a Palindrome Sudoku puzzle that was created by Indian author R. Kumaresan. It was featured on round 1 of Sudoku Mahabharat, and I didn't solve it during the contest because I didn't have the time. I spent so much time breaking other puzzles that I couldn't find time to go back to this one, but it seems, it seems feasible, but have to try it. So the rule is that for all line like here, that's a palindrome, meaning that they read the same in both directions. That means that this cell has the same value than this one. Same for this and that, same for this and that, and we get an 8 right from the get-go. And this 3 now is at the center of this palindrome, so there's nothing to deduce from that. And let me guess, is it the same for this 9? Oh no, 9 is in 4th position. 2, 3, 4, so we get a 9 here. And the same with this 7 that goes there. So we get a few free digits. You can see that the palindrome lines just write 2022, which is a nice visual theme. Now let's do some Sudoku work. Because of those 9s, there's a 9 somewhere here. Because of those 7s, there's a 7 here. Because of those 8, there's an 8 here. And now, what else? Something of interest is that those can't be 1 or 3s or 9s. So here we can't have 1, 3 or 9. Well, I hope it will be useful in the long run. There has to be a 7 somewhere here. And let's just consider that 7 wouldn't be here, because by the palindrome it would be here and that would clash. But 7 here would be put in this position, and that works. Now there's no immediate impossibility. Something that could be useful later is that those digits counting to the 6, because of this 6, so those 3 digits are the same as those, so there can't be a 6 in here. Not sure what to do with that. But what I see is that this is 1 or 2 or 3. There has to be a 9 somewhere here. But this cell has the same value as this, so it can't be a 9. This has the same value as this, and it could still be a 9. Let's have a look at 9 in this box. It's not here, it's not there. And that's all I'm seeing, actually. No, sorry, it's not here, because this cell is the same as this. So 9 is in one of 2 positions. And this is interesting, because now, because of those 9s and this 9, we know that 9 has to be somewhere here, but this would put a 9 here, and that would break. So I get this 9, and it goes there by the palindrome. Now I have to find a 9 somewhere here. And the fun fact is that putting a 9 here would make this a 9, and there this wouldn't work. Very nice. So that's not a 9. This is a 9. That's not a 9. This is a 9. And just by Sudoku we get a 9 in this position. Oh, and because of this 9, can remove this. That's a 9, and that's a 7, which goes there by the palindrome. This region now has a 7 in one of 3 positions, but I don't think I can do anything with that. Oh, but those 7s, there's a 7 here. There's a 7 somewhere here. And at some point, I will have to be more aggressive with pencil marks, I'm afraid. But right now, it's still working fine. 5, so there's a 5 somewhere here. And the values here are 1, 2, 3, 4. But the palindrome doesn't seem to remove anything. Oh, let's have a look at 4s. Because of this, there has to be a 4 somewhere here. But this 4 would go here, and that wouldn't work. So that's not a 4, that's a 4, and it goes there by the palindrome. Nice. Now, those 4s say that there has to be a 4 somewhere. This 4 would be here, and then there. That works. But let's have a look at this region. 4 has to be here. But a 4 here wouldn't do anything in the palindrome, so that doesn't seem to be of any interest. Yes, this is not a 4, so this is not a 4 by the palindrome. I could have a 4 here. I couldn't have it here, so I couldn't have a 4 here. So there's no 4 up there, and the 4 on the first row must be here. So we get 4 here or there. That's working. 4 here would go there and there. That would definitely work. But in this box, 4 is here. I don't think I can do anything more with 4s. We've done a lot with 9 and 7. Quite some work with the 4s as well. What about 8s? We know there's an 8 somewhere here. There has to be an 8 somewhere there. 8 here would go there, and then there, and then there. No, I don't see any issue with that. Is it about digit 6? I haven't done anything with 6, I think. I've only got this 6 and this one. That's really not a lot. I don't think I should try some aggressive pencil marking because I didn't need it to this point. Oh, there's something about 6 in this column. 6 is not here. This cell is the same as this one, so it's not a 6. This cell is the same as this one, so it's not a 6. So 6 can only be here in the column. there's a 6 somewhere here. And the 6 here would go there. That seems to work. Oh, 6 here seems to work. 6 here seems to work. Here it's not possible. And this cell is the same as this one, so it can't be a 6. So on this column, 6 has to be here or there. But 6 here would go there, which would clash with this one. So I get a 6 here. And then a 6 there. And I don't think I can rule any of them out. Four positions for 6 here. Well, not sure what to do with that. Oh, well, I've been missing this. Where does 7 go on row 1? Only here. And there has to be a 7 somewhere here. This now can only be 2 or 5. This is the same as that. It can't be 3. So that's not a 3, and on this row, 3 has to be here. So that's a 3 by the palindrome. So this is 2R5, and that's the same as this. And this 2R5 goes there. Something else I'm noticing is that this one here is not there, obviously. It's not there, so it's not there by the palindrome. It's not there. So there's a 1 somewhere. Sorry. There's a 1 somewhere here. I don't think 1 is a good digit to gamble on right now. Three is not here, and because of the palindrome, it's not here, so there's a 3 here. And now on this column, 3 has to be somewhere here. 3 here would go there. And then it would go here. Actually, on this row, we have a 3 here, and 3 here, so we get a 3 here anyway. And those are 1, 2, and 8. I just pencil mark those, because they're all on the palindrome, and those also have to be 1, 2, or 8. Now let's just ponder the fact that we have a 1, 2, 8 triple in this column. This is not an 8, by the way. So this has to be a 5. And so this is a 5 by the palindrome. That's a 2, and that's a 2 by the palindrome. 1, 3, and 5 here. That's not a 3. The pencil marking is starting to be a bit cluttered. This here can't be 5 or 6, it can't be 3 because of those pencil marks. It can only be 1. So that's not a 1. And we have a 1 somewhere here. And by Sudoku we get a 1 here, which goes there as well. 3, 6, and 5. And because of this 5, we get a 5 here, 6 here, 3 there. 5 goes here by the palindrome. It pushes the 6 downwards. I'm not saying what it does, but this 5 now makes this a 1. That's not a 1. This 3 makes this a 5. That's a 3. That's not a 3. There has to be a 5 somewhere. Because of this, 5 goes here. This is 1 or 2. Those two digits have to be 4 and 6. But this is the same as that, so it can't be a 6. And this 4 now pushes the 4 into this position, and it forces this to be a 6. That's not a 4, so that's a 4, and that's a 7. And that's a 7 up there. Here we need 2 and 8. 8 goes here, that's a 2. That's an 8. So this is not an 8 anymore. And by the palindrome, this is not an 8. And we get 8s here and there. This is now not a 1. So that's a 2. 1, 2. 2 and 1. That's a 1. That's a 2. Very nice. Here I need a 3 and a 1. So that's the 3. That's the 1. The 3 goes there by the palindrome. That's an 8. That has to be a 2, I think. That has to be a 5. That works. This is a 6. That's... oh, from the beginning it wouldn't have been a 6. That's a 3. That's an 8. That's a 6, that's a 2, and that's a 6, and I think it's working. Very nice palindrome Sudoku. And this is really uncommon for me to solve this mainly with corner pencil marks and not with central pencil marks, with the positions of digits rather than the candidates cell by cell. And that's definitely the way it was intended to be solved. So thanks for watching this video, and see you pretty soon on SudoKanard.